So I want to give my 2 cents about the brawl that happened tonight. Up until this point, I believe that's number 3, DeJuan Gordon for Kansas State. Okay, so silly play, a little bit of classless, but it's the rules. You can steal the ball if you want, if KU doesn't like it. Protect the ball better. From this point on, just part of basketball. Obviously, DeSouza goes back, blocks a shot. He stands over him, which could have been a technical foul. If he starts running his mouth, says a few choice words, could have been a double technical. He could have possibly been kicked out of the game, possibly suspended for one more game. Up until this point, not a real big deal. I mean, obviously the players should have used better judgment, but not a huge deal. The huge deal happens when Gordon, number 3, and another player, and it originally took place, right under the backboard. You can see DeSouza retreats. He retreats again. They're throwing elbows. And as you can see, where DeSouza started under the backboard, now he's 10 feet back. They've come at him 3 different times, 2 different players. Okay, if that happened at a grocery store and someone did that to you, you have every right to smack him in the face. It is now self-defense. Now, am I saying that's justified? No. When someone slams into you 3 different times, though, using elbows, flailing arms, 2 different people. But it's at this point where he actually gets knocked to the ground. Okay, so now we're not just talking about someone assaulting you anymore. We're not talking about someone slamming their elbows into your chest. I don't claim to be an expert street fighter, but I do know once you go to the ground, now it's danger time. And you can say he wasn't going to get hurt, he wasn't going to get this or that. I don't see any refs in there stopping it right now. I don't see security in there stopping it right now. You've knocked me back 10 feet. I've retreated. I haven't thrown any punches. I haven't gone after you. I've just stood my ground. And then you knock me to the ground. I can't see what's behind me. Now I'm scared. Now I get up. Now I throw a punch. I think that's very, very common for someone to want to do to defend themselves. As he keeps retreating, obviously he grabs the stool. Who knows what his intentions were with it. He was knocked to the ground. So that's when he comes out swinging. I've given up 10 feet, and he retreats more, and finally grabs the stool. I'm not justifying what he did. I'm not justifying what any of the players did. But when you've given 10 feet of ground, when they've come at you 3 different times, throwing elbows, throwing arms, and they finally knock you to the ground, that's when bad things happen in a street fight, when someone's on the ground. And you can say, no, this wasn't a street fight. But there sure wasn't anyone there protecting him. He did what he had to do. He should get suspended, I agree. Oh, Chiefs going to the Super Bowl, baby. Gonna win it all. That's a different subject. But anyway, just my 2 cents on it. I hope all the players learn from it. But in the end, I think there was a lot of self-defense going on there.